3-minute masterclass on fat loss. Looking at my workout this morning, you can see here, I lifted this morning and you can see the total tonnage and you can see the total reps. Once I've done a set, what happens is I get immediate energy requests from the body. And when I get these immediate energy requests, when it's from a lift, it's going to come from creatine stores and glycogen. Then I'm going to stop. What happens is the mitochondria gets ramped up so intensely to produce ATP. It's like an energy currency for the system. Oh my goodness, we've got to produce a serious amount of energy. So what it does, if I rest for 2 minutes, and I average 2.5 minutes. You can see from this line graphs where my heart rate goes up, my heart rate goes down. When I have this adequate rest, two things happen. One, I start to use fat for fuel. It's more efficient. It's more clean. It produces way more ATP per molecule than glucose. When you can slow down just enough that you can get your biggest max production in energy, you'll do that. Then what happens is I've waited 2.5 minutes. I've restored enough ATP to do the exercise again. I can do additional load or I can make more reps, and it's called progressive overload. The idea is I'm going to spend enough time that I can put enough load or do enough reps that I will be stronger the next time I go work out. If I do not allow adequate rest, I rely on different energy systems. As you see here, there's 150 beats per minute in this graph. Every time I go above that, that's zone 3. And in zone 3, I am almost always going to use carbohydrates and or glucose for fuel because I need something faster and more intense burning to use, which has its purpose. I'm not going to talk about that in this particular video. You don't want to get above that threshold too much, but zone 2 is fine because then you start to be metabolically flexible in the sense that you're able to use both fuels. Now, during that rest time, it can be from your fat storage, and that's what we're going for here. So if I rest, I can, one, get more load. I can do more reps because I've adequately replenished ATP to the system. When you do this over time, you are going to increase your muscle fibers. Now you've increased your muscle fibers. Now you have more ATP production because you're going to have more mitochondria. If you train this way and you rest appropriately, you increase your mitochondrial density. So everything that's producing energy, it requires and demands fuel. The bigger it is, the more it can hold, combined with the density will increase because it needs to produce more energy to withhold the size of a muscle because it just demands so much more energy. If you can focus on those things, then you will become a fat burning machine. Lift, rest, lift, rest.